And something else that's coming back to Paramount Plus, well, coming through Paramount, I should say, is Smile. So the movie Smile did so well, which it was only a $17 million budget, and it made $220 million. I mean, that's a huge win for the studio, for Paramount. So now you can watch the original one. I know, huge, right? Yeah. You can watch the original right now on Paramount Plus, and they're not really saying who's coming back for this. This happened at CinemaCon again. All these kind of announcements are trickling out. So a lot of news last week. So we've been kind of like slowly trying to keep up with things like this. But they're hoping they get like some of the original cast back. Then again, though, I think a lot of people died in this. I didn't even see this yet, but I heard it's great. But Paramount's like really officially, they're moving forward. They're excited about this. Did so well. And of course, if you don't know anything about it, it's about a smiling creature, like a demon that manifests itself and then like gets into people's bodies and then kills them, I guess. So it kills a professor, and then it goes after this group of friends or these kids, and then all of a sudden it gets into the main character, possesses her, and then spoilers happen. I mean, I haven't seen it. I know what happens. I don't know if I should say what happens, but I heard it's great. Ty Boogie saying, "Yo, that what's the deal with Smile? It's cray cray." He's saying, yes. I mean, I heard it's crazy. Sean, did you see this at all?
It's on the list. I did spend the weekend watching Knock at the Cabin and Megan. Smile was number 3, and I just didn't get to it. But I heard really good things about it, and obviously it was good if it made that much damn money and was in theaters and got that kind of response for it. So again, I like that. I think the new crop that we have of horror talent is really coming into its own at this point. And I'm all for it. Give us some new franchises, give us some new stories to tell. I did not care for Spiral, Chris Rock's Saw movie, but that's
I forgot about that. You're right. Yeah. They tried, but Saw 10's coming though. Saw 10's coming in October. So with everybody. With the OG, OG is coming back. They're going back to basics. I mean, I guess it's a continuation. I don't know. So we'll see what that's all about. They don't want to stop that franchise.
This thing has had like 3 or 4 endings already.
And Jigsaw died. How is he coming back again?
Someone continuing the legacy.
They carry it on. It's dumb.
Maybe he's
But the actual actor's coming back.
Okay, well, then it's a prequel.
Yeah, he's back. He's back in it. Yeah, they didn't say if it's a prequel, but he's coming back for 10. He's in it. I mean, it's already in the can at this point.
I mean,
he died of cancer.
Maybe it'll be like a young Sheldon situation, and we'll see his childhood. I wouldn't hate that
then
show.
He can't be coming back because he's old as fuck. Like that's contradictory.
But what was his childhood like?
Yeah.
What made him?
If he's playing himself, they can't show his childhood because he cannot play a young version of him because he's 75,000 years old.
There isn't a Grand Moff Tarkin there,
Exactly. Done. Have him just squat down the entire thing, or have him like he's just looking through like a book of memories. Oh, this is my first kill. It was this neighbor who shorted me on my paper route or something. You don't think it's gonna? Oh, all right. Listen, young Saw.
Seesaw.
Young Saw.
Young Seesaw.
Seesaw run.
I'm all for it. But no. Good
but
for
Smile too.
Good for the people. Yeah, good for the people that made Smile. I think again, we've got a really good crop of new horror talent shaking up the world of horror. So I'm all for it. Let's keep going.
Yeah, it's exciting. Like Knock at the Cabin too for M. Night. I thought that was like one of his best things in a long time. I thought he did a great job again, but he didn't need that like ridiculous twist really. I was waiting for it. It really didn't have like a forced twist, which I think worked really well in the favor of that movie. And of course, Dave Bautista, friend of the show, good old Bautista, kicking some ass in that too, doing great, knocking out some acting chops.
I think I mentioned this maybe in my first or second appearance when we talked about Knock at the Cabin to begin with, but I read the book, Knock at the Cabin, and it's vastly different in terms of how the book ends and even some of the things that happened during the movie. So he really made it his own kind of thing, which I was happy to see.
That's good though. I mean, the take kind of twists a little bit, like which he has to. It's M. Night. He has a style, the special way he shoots things, like The Servant, like watching The Servant and seeing how that ended. You can tell the episodes that he shot because he just kind of does weird things with the camera a lot of times. And then he kind of, the way he manipulates the story too, he's a different kind of storyteller, and he keeps getting opportunity after opportunity, and sometimes they're shit and sometimes they're great. So, I mean, good for the studio, good for him that the studios keep giving him opportunities, because a lot of people that have the hits and the misses, they don't, let them keep going. So
yeah, they don't get another shot at it. So yeah,
no, it's very rare. So good for him. Whatever he's doing is working.